Moving on, the civil society organizations has disclosed the need for security agencies to be supportive and not compromise on their duties ahead of the electioneering process. At the one-day civil society and media dialogue targeted at repositioning the defense and security sector for a more responsible and accountable service, head of security agencies were urged to act in a way to entrench democracy in Nigeria. The executive director, Sislak Awal Ibrahim Rafsanjani, called on all security agencies to disassociate themselves from election misconduct ahead of the polls.
As we prepare to go to the polls again, we must be mindful of the fact that corruption cannot strive in defense and security sector only if we get it right in our choice of democratic leadership. This is because it takes political will to entrench effective civilian oversight of the sector. Over the years, election exercises have been characterized with militarization. This is because politicians, as usual, will want to insist on imposing themselves on the people. They influence the roles of the defense and security agent through heavy funding, and with this, compromise professionality and credibility. No defense or security personnel should be compromised or seen exhibiting unprofessionalism during the election just because of what they feel they should stand to gain after these politicians assume office. If they are caught, they must be seen to be punished commiserably. Democracy is centered around people. Anything short of this is not acceptable.
The executive director also added that the purpose of the dialogue was to expand the understanding of participants on the systematic corrupt practices in the defense and security sector.
We did not need to wait until when it is too late to begin to engage and ensure more civilian oversight in the security sector. We need to make sure that we take advantage of also the incoming election to discourage security, and in particular the army and the police, from conducting themselves in an unbiased manner. Already the chief of army staff, the inspector general of police, they've all called their men to conduct themselves professionally without being engaged in activities that will compromise the profession. So we are also taking this opportunity to call on all our security personnel, especially those ones that will be deployed to the election, to ensure that they did not allow themselves to be misused by any politician or any political party to sabotage the wishes and aspirations of Nigerian people. It is important that they stay neutral. It is important that they are not associated with supporting any candidate or any political parties, because that will compromise the confidence that Nigerians.
As Nigeria prepares for its general election, there have been concerns on the huge funding and mobilization of security services for electoral purposes, an act that may influence the role they play and compromise their professional credibility by deepening partisanship within their ranks.